Hi folks, and welcome back to part 2
of Black Canyon of the Gunnison.
And where are we today, which makes it part 2?
Well, we're on the North Rim today. Previously we did the South Rim. The North Rim is a little bit smaller and a little less busy with people.
Yes, it's much less developed, but it has some absolutely beautiful hiking trails, and as long as you don't mind driving on some gravel roads, it's a beautiful place to come and visit.
So we're going to try looking at some of the overlooks and maybe try a little bit of landscape photography and maybe fit in a hike.
We sure hope you enjoy the video.
Well, we're taking advantage of the nice weather this morning to get in a little hike. We're doing the North Rim Trail that starts at the Visitor Center and goes out to Exclamation Point. This will be exactly across from where we did some of our photos from the South Rim of the Black Canyon. So it should be nice to see it from the opposite side. Well, we've made it to the end of the trail, North Rim Trail, to Exclamation Point, and it's a lovely 1.5 mile trail, not too much elevation gain, and when you arrive you get some lovely views and a long stretch of the Gunnison River to see down in the bottom of the canyon. If you decide to do this hike out to Exclamation Point, in the summer it gets quite hazy and the views to the east are not very clear if you come in the morning. What you might like to do is come as an afternoon hike, and then you'll have the sun behind you as you look eastward along the river's route. So Shawn and I have come to a stop on the North Rim of the Black Canyon called Big Island. And we scoped out several of the view spots earlier today, figuring out which had the best composition possibilities, both to the west and to the east, and looked at the angle of the sun using our application TPE. So where the sun would set this evening. So that's how we settled on this location. It will be a little bit different than what we worked on last night. Yesterday we took a walk out to the Chasm View, which originates from the campground. And we'll share with you a few of the pictures from Chasm View in just a few moments. Just getting set up with our cameras now. We've both opted to work with our wide angle lenses, trying to get in as much of the canyon walls as we possibly can. We're not seeing a great deal of opportunity with sunlight, but maybe that's to our favor a little bit tonight, as we have a little less strong shadowing effect in the canyon. So maybe that'll balance out our exposures a little so that we can show up more of the canyon wall details. This is our view looking rather much northwest. Down below us, down is the river. great big steep canyon walls. Way off in the distance in the mist is a spot called the Painted Wall, which we did a photograph of from the South Rim a couple weeks ago. And up this way and a little bit to my left, there's a big bank of clouds and the sun is just sinking into that cloud bank, so we may not get much sunset. We're both pointing our cameras more southeast, down this way, and that's the structure down there that's called the Big Island. And down there again is where you can see the Gunnison River. And these slopes are quite interesting, lots of different coloring to them. There's some trees that are growing in the canyon walls, and there's a nice set of clouds sitting in a little bank just to the southeast. And above that cloud bank we have the moon that's just popped out from the top. I don't know that it'll show up with this camera, but it's a little bit over the canyon there now. So we're going to see how this light progresses and if we get any color tonight, and we'll do our best to capture some good images. I've set up here with my wide-angle lens, and I'm getting some of the wall, canyon wall, to the left and the right, and a nice bank of clouds that appear over the canyon. The complication here is that when the camera sees this view, that canyon wall on the left is much brighter because of the angle of the sun. And then the canyon wall on the right is darker because it's more shadowed based on the sun, but also there's a lot of evergreen trees over on that side, and so they also add to that dark, dim look that it has. So it might need a little bit of dodging and burning when we get into processing these after loading them on the computer, just to balance out the exposure of these different canyon walls.
Hi folks. So this piece of crap that you're looking at is my step down ring from my 82 millimeter filter holder to my 77 millimeter lens, and as you can see, it's all hacked to pieces because I had to actually cut it off the lens tonight. It was completely seized, and oddly enough, this has been actually getting a little worse and a little worse over time, and tonight it actually seized. So this is the Nisi step down ring. I'm very disappointed with it. It's a just really terrible piece of kit, and it's really unfortunate. I'm going to have to order another 77 millimeter, 82 to 77 millimeter step down ring because I'm kind of stuck with the kit right now. But it's something you should think about if you're looking at filters. These step down rings can be a real problem, and when they seize onto the front of the lens, which this one did, the only way to get it off is to cut it off. And very disappointed with the performance of this product. Like Corinne, I decided to go with the wide angle lens. I'm shooting a 16 to 35 millimeter lens. The other issue with the Nisi system that I've been having is that the ring for the 82 millimeter lens actually chokes off the edge, so I really can't shoot at 16 millimeters. The best I can do is about 18 millimeters. Otherwise, I end up getting taking a photograph of the outside of the ring. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're going to shoot wide angle using filters. It can quickly become a bit of a nightmare, and it might not actually you might not gain very much moving from the medium range 24 to 105 kit lens to the wide angle 16 to 35 millimeter lens. And it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're setting up for shots. We don't use this lens, quite frankly, very often. Mostly we use the 16 to 35 millimeter lens to shoot star images, and where it works extremely well. Of course, there are no filters involved in that. Well, it's just about sunset, and it really looks like we're going to get snuffed out tonight. It's kind of funny that that's actually happening, because it was an absolutely beautiful blue sky day today, and the clouds really didn't come rolling in until after dinner. So, you know, we had some nice white puffy clouds. Everything should have been a absolutely glorious evening, but sure looks like we're going to get snuffed out. We're trying to take a few photographs anyway with some of the light in the upper sky, but it is really disappointing tonight. The reason I'm looking to my left is I keep hoping that it's just going to open up just a little bit to give us a little bit more interest and light in the clouds, but it doesn't look like it. Hi folks, well, it was a pretty disappointing night.
Yes, not much sunset because of a big cloud bank in the west.
And equipment failure, that always just makes me crazy when that happens. I take such good care of the equipment and go out of my way to make sure that things don't happen and check gear and all that sort of stuff. And even with all of that, sometimes things just don't decide to work.
No, that's an unfortunate incident, but we'll try and do what we can to replace the broken parts.
Yeah, we'll probably order them in the next couple days and see if we can get them again before we do our next sunset shoot or sunrise shoot with the 24 to 105 lens.
Well, you just never know how an evening's going to turn out. It was nice and sunny this afternoon. You had to come out and give it a try. It's just unfortunate we didn't get the weather conditions, but I think our sunset last night, might have some nice pictures.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, it looks like it's all going to come together, and then at the last minute the sun just sort of snuffs out, and you know, you get kind of none of the light that you're looking for. Oh well, that's what landscape photography is all about, and it just keeps us coming back for that next time. Well, folks, we sure hope you enjoyed the video of our trip here to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison on the North Rim.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe.
And if you want to know when our videos are posted, just hit that notification bell down below.
And as always, we love hearing from you. So please don't hesitate to send us a comment, a thought, an idea, even just a little love for getting out here and doing the videos for you.
Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.
Good night and bye for now.